What's up, guys? It's Shay Guevara, back at Crypto Life Inc. to give you guys another market update. So we're going to cover some of the smaller altcoins today that we don't usually cover, because usually we just cover Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we're going to cover the ones that we've actually made videos on, because you probably want to follow up on how Kadena's gone, how is Loopring going, how is our favorite coin, Jasmy, going. You might have noticed I paused there when I said favorite coin. Anyways, I've also got a couple of requests by our Facebook group members for Solana, Matic, Shiba Satoshi. I don't even know it was a coin. Jaden recommended Shiba Satoshi. He wants to know if he's going to get wrecked or not. So we'll look at that. And obviously we'll look at Bitcoin and Ethereum at the end. So let's jump in and see what's what. So let's go into the chart, and I've drawn some fibs, but what have we drawn? Who's drawn these fibs? Maybe my brother's drawn these fibs. I don't remember drawing these. I drew these on Bitcoin. So this is Kadena. Let's go start off with Kadena, the old moon coin. No, really bullish things happening at Kadena. I heard they're doing a DEX, and the Cadex. So it's not them, but the guys are. There are a team building a DEX on Kadena, and yeah, it looks pretty damn bullish from what I've seen. Could be a potential coin to watch out for, potential 10x, 100x there if you can get in early enough. It's they've got I think they're just doing like a private sale, community sale at the moment, basically what an ICO used to be called. And then they're going to go and release 1 million coins early. So yeah, go check that out. I'm definitely going to try and pick up some if I can at a cheap price. And yeah, we'll see how high that can go. Anyways, let's go to the price. Enough news. We don't come here for news unless it's Edward. Look, I would have looked at the news, but too busy today. I've got to go out. It's my birthday this week. I just have no time, guys. I've got no time. I'm too busy buying the dip. You must have noticed there was a dip. I was buying it. Okay, so Kadena dipped. I can't remember what my brother said for the price prediction, Edward over there, but let's just have a look at what has happened. So we have gone all the way up to $28, which was our high. Great selling price if you guys manage to get one of those wicks. And it's time to reaccumulate. This is basically my overview of the chart. So we've not even touched the first EMA, haven't even touched 21 EMA on the daily. So this is still pretty bullish. I mean, we haven't even broken it down the daily uptrend. This is just potentially a higher low forming. Where do I think this coin can go in the near future? So let's have a quick look. I don't actually do a lot of fib retracements, but I just actually decide to brush up on it today. So why don't we have a look at this first and see what this is predicting. So what levels are we kind of looking for here? So obviously the 21 exponential moving average is at around the 0.5, so that's a good confluence. And how's our RSI looking? I mean, it's still fairly whoops, it's fairly disappeared. God, I've lost it. Anyways, I don't even use RSI in this particular chart. It was looking okay. Okay, let's go back to this. I've somehow lost my RSI, and my camera's in the way of me trying to get it back. It's too hard. Okay, so let's see. We've got probably a bounce here around $16. I've actually set in some limit orders from all the way around $17 all the way down to 15. That's basically where 15 is probably the lowest I think it'll actually go down to. So we've got the next point, which is $14, around $14 at the 0.618 mark on the fib retracement. So I think that's probably as low as it can go. Let's go to the trader's reality chart for the hybrid system, and we can see why. Well, I mean, on the daily, it could actually go back to the 50 EMA and hit $11. I do think the likelihood is more of a consolidation, and we're looking at a bounce somewhere around 17 to 15 for continuation upwards in the next month. Possibly to the last week of November, but definitely in December. I think we should see some continuation. And then long-term trend-wise, really what I want to see is the recovery of this wick, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I was calling this when it was $9. I was like, it looks like they want to recover the wick. So it still looks like they want to recover the wick, and the way this coin's going and how strong the fundamentals are of this coin, the development and all of all the projects around this coin, I do think it will recover the wick. I think it might even surpass this wick. But that's a holder's analysis there. I'm looking more day trading. So if you're a holder, that's good news for you. I mean, look at this weekly chart. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We could see a pullback to $15, no problems. That's just a retest of the 5 EMA, and this is the 13. We could hit here at $15, still remain bullish. We could honestly, God forbid, go to $9 and still remain bullish on this chart. So this chart is looking bullish for a holder. Now, if you're a day trader, or if you're just a short-term, if you're looking for a short-term trade on Kadena, or you wanted to know where it's going to go short-term, look, possibility of it, if it doesn't hold this level, the $17 mark does break, then we're going to go hit 15. We're gonna go hit 15 all the way down to 11 potentially. So that's why I have limit buys here. This is where you accumulate, right? You don't want to be buying on these ones. I mean, you would have made a profit, but you want to be buying on this dip here. And look at this. This dip is gonna come. It's gonna come. This could be the end or the middle of the dip. Only time will tell. I tend to swing towards it. Probably will bounce around here actually. Based on the current strength of this particular coin. Yeah, so the invalidation obviously will be around $17 for it, and then you're looking at price targets for at least 15 breaks. I'm looking at somewhere around this 50-day moving average for Kadena. So overall, pretty damn bullish. Got nothing bad to say about this coin. I'm buying. I just bought today. I just bought at $19. I'll keep buying all the way down. If it goes to $11, I'll keep buying. I think this is a pretty good coin, pretty solid project. Remember, this is not financial advice. Go do your own research on this coin. Go watch the other video that Edward did about Kadena if you want to learn what Kadena actually is. Okay, moving on to the next one. LRC. I actually had the moon chart. The moon chart, guys. We got a bull moon, so everything's just gonna go up. Disregard all the other previous technical analysis. It's all gonna go up. Bull moon, guys. I'll talk about that chart in a second. LRC USD. Give me the same chart, please. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our simple EMA chart, and you might remember I rubbed my crystal ball and told you guys when Loopring was around $3.50, I was like $3.80. I was like, I would like to short this thing if I could to somewhere around $2, and look where it went. Oh my lordy, $2.15. You're welcome. If you took that trade, I don't know how you could have taken that trade, but potentially, I mean, like, there's no way to short it that I can find. But if you sold your Loopring, you're welcome, because you can buy it back a lot cheaper. Even now it's $2.70, so you're welcome. So I told everyone it's going to go to $2. It was just a bit shy, but that's I'll take that as a win. That's pretty damn close from $3.80. That's not a bad prediction. So where do I think this is going to go now? So I tend to think it's going to do a little lightning bolt pattern. Most of these coins are. So like, I mean, looking at the Kadena chart, it was looking. Oh, okay, this is like the Fu Manchu indicator, momentum indicator, but look at that, looking like a potential lightning bolt is about to happen on Kadena. It's the same with Loopring. It's looking pretty similar, these charts actually. I mean, and we've already had such a solid bounce. Look at this bounce. Look at this. Look at the strength of this bounce. What is it? That's like what percentage of move? Oh god, hold on. I need to move this. Where is my ruler? Look at the percentage of this bounce already. It's already bounced 37%, 35%. Like what the hell? That's right. So it's a pretty decent bounce. And how are we trucking? So we're holding this 21 EMA. So we have no real reason to be concerned about this coin until it breaks this. So if we do come back down and break this, then we've got some problems. But in the overall general market, I actually think we are just going to go onwards and upwards with this one. It's just, I mean, how can you even be bearish on this chart until we even break one of the EMAs? This is just looking absolutely sexy, in my opinion. I don't use this MFI. My brother looks at that, so I'm not even going to bother talking to you about that. Let's look at where the pools of liquidity are. So we basically took back this whole candle here, and there's a little bit left that we could potentially tap. potentially could come back and get this if we do see some more pullback, sideways consolidation. As I said before in my previous update, it is unlikely that we go back to this 50-day EMA on the daily at the 150, but this would be a pretty strong bounce if we do. So I would expect a bounce if we get there. We'd actually have to break the $2 mark, which we didn't even do, which was my initial prediction. So until we break that, I'm just looking for the bounce to happen around the $2 mark, upwards, onwards and upwards. So great place to accumulate. If it comes down here, even better place to accumulate. That is my short-term prediction for Loopring. If we look at it on the weekly, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Like if you're a holder on the weekly, nothing to worry about for you. If you got in here, look, you got nothing to worry about. It's probably going to bounce here. If it doesn't bounce here, it will come and bounce here at $1.22. Still bullish. Obviously, the chart will look a bit wrecked because this is a parabolic move, but that is still bullish in like the. For a holder, that's bullish. Okay. For a day trader, you're wrecked. Yeah. I mean, like realistically, if it did break this, I would probably consider like getting out or at least taking profits if at least this low didn't hold. So I mean, that's like for a holder, it's hard for you guys to figure out when you want to exit. Basically, anytime you're in profit is when you want to exit. So if you got in here. Even if it comes up here, if you take profit, I can't blame you. I mean, you held the position, you're a position trader, and you made money. This is the swing low. You went to a swing high, you took your money, you did a good swing trade. That's basically it, right? But I mean, like, for this coin, I think short term, it's going to go onwards and upwards. It's looking pretty damn sexy. Anyways, moving on to my favorite shitcoin. Shitcoin alert. Okay, so Jasmy. I got a lot of hate from the Jasmy community. I can't imagine why. Maybe it's because I called their coin a shitcoin. Look, guys, it might not be a shitcoin, but like, it's definitely not like up there with Kadena. Like, let's just be honest. Like, the amount of money I put in Kadena versus the amount of money I put in Jasmy is like exponentially different. It's like 20x difference. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah, it's. And I still put a bit of money into Jasmy. Yeah, I've got a couple thousand Jasmy, I think. So I gave a price prediction and it was pretty accurate. So to all you Jasmy haters or lovers that got really emotional about me saying, it's gonna go down. Well, I mean, like, did it not go down? Like, did it not go down? Like, yeah. I don't know. That's just me bragging. So now look, it went down. It went down. Will it go back up? That is the question. That is what we need to figure out. I mean, this chart is trash. Price action's good, but like, come on, I don't even have an EMA. This is just too new. Can I find a chart with like some more data? Oh, here we go. Look, it's looking better. It's looking better. Because I remember I gave the price prediction based on like this whole other stuff, and I was saying, well, we recover this wick. So okay, that's the old chart. That's looking good. So short term was bullish. Are we still bullish? Well. What happened? What happened with us? What happened, Jasmy? Did you crap yourself? Well, look, the whole market pulled back. Not surprising that this coin had pulled back. I pretty much said it was going to pull back because it's had this huge parabolic move and it was based on news. So, people were selling the news, obviously. So look at this. So we've got it retraced, broke the 21, finding support on what number are these? The 55 and the 89 EMA. So that's okay. That's looking good. And they're conflating with each other. So they're basically overlapping each other. We want this region of the chart to hold. If this region doesn't hold, then we're going to go down to what's the EMA I've got down here? This is my brother's chart, sorry. So I don't even know what EMA we've got that now. But look, if we don't hold this, we're definitely going to go back down. That's the short answer. We need to hold this point. Looking at about 12.55 cents. So if we get a close below that, it's not looking very good. It's not looking very good, and this is exactly why I tell people you should only be putting $50 to $100 into this coin, because it's volatile and it's in a huge up move, and we've already had a 50% retrace from what it looks like, just eyeballing it off. If we look at it the weekly, nice wick. Potentially could come back and recover that wick if we do see a lightning bolt pattern like we are predicting for Kadena and for Loopring. So will we get a recovery of this? I think it's too early to tell. Potentially could, But short-term analysis, I don't think that's going to happen within the next month anyway. So let's have a look. I think within the next month we could at least get up to here if we are remaining bullish, because I do remember that we had some liquidity up there. So if we look at, so turns out the Bittrex chart is the best chart to look at for this. Okay, so yeah, if we look at Jasmy on the daily, see, we still have this pool of liquidity. And what have we done? What have we done here? We've recovered all of this candle. So we've come back down here, and then we're basically trying to stabilize here. So we need to see if we can stabilize here. And what do you know? Did I not say? I think I said in my last video around 19 cents to 15 cents is a nice play to get in for this trade, potentially back up to this 60-cent mark. So that's looking to still be holding true. I mean, this is just technically a swing low if we can hold this particular zone. If we hold anywhere between this, like, we could wick down, but if we generally close above this EMA, 13 cents to anywhere between 12.5 cents to 13 cents, I would say it's looking good for this swing low to be in, and then we could possibly see another rally up. The community is super passionate in Jasmy. That's why I got so much hate for it. But yeah, look, it is what it is. This is just a normal retrace, and we my bias is still towards the upside on this one. That's why I put a little bit of money into it. Until we break this, I have no reason to be bearish on this particular coin in the short term. So yeah, that's fine. That is my price update for Jasmy. So now we're going to go look at Solana. Actually, my brother, he's actually writing his thesis at the moment, so he's a bit stressed, so you might not even get a market update from him, guys, but that's why I'm doing the market updates now. Solan, what are you doing, Solan? I mean, look at it. It's nowhere even near the 21, so this is obviously bullish. If we want, we can draw a nice little channel. We can draw a little channel if I can find a trend line. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Completely missed the wick there. You'd hope my TA skills are better than my line drawing skills. Okay, so we have a rising wedge potentially. Can we hold this mark? It looks like we can. I mean, we had a little dip down to $186 and bounced straight back up, and we're about to close. Oh, this is the weekly. My bad. I mean, okay, well, let's just do the holders analysis first, since I draw the lines for it. Look, on the weekly, we're bouncing, and we're not even closing under $200, so that is bullish. Anything on above $200 above this candle is, any close above there is bullish, man. That's just bullish. This is just this pattern playing out. So potentially could go and revisit this, come back up, something like that, till we break to the upside. That's what I'm looking for anyone who's holding Solana. You got nothing to worry about. Just sit back, chill, and have a pina colada. I don't know. I don't think that even rhymes with Solana. Anyways, so on the daily, we have broken the 21. So my bad. I thought that was the daily before. Anyway, that was the weekly. We have broken. We are testing the 55-day moving average, estimated moving average, and seems to be holding. So if we can hold this mark, we're looking pretty good. And if you look historically, we have basically never even broken the 21 until up here, and definitely not even come close to tapping the 50. We haven't even, we come close, but we haven't tapped the 55 until this region here. So this would be a solid buy, in my opinion, for accumulation anyway. Even if you're just looking for a scalp trade, that is a pretty nice trade, long opportunity, and then have your stop loss below one of these wicks. Could be some sexy little profit there. Actually, I haven't been looking at this one. Maybe I'll take that trade if it does come down there and this level does hold. Okay, so let's look a little bit more in depth. I want to see where all the liquidity is here. So we have come right down into the daily EMA. So this is what we're actually trying to hold right now. So it is still very much bullish. Still have this is just a lower low potentially forming. It will still have our uptrend. It hasn't even broken this particular low yet, which is good. Yeah, if this holds, I'm super bullish on this. We're just going to see more continuation. It's just onwards and upwards. Probably going to go back to at least 260, potentially break up into the $300 mark. And if we have a look at the bearish scenario, so if this does not hold, if we don't get a close anywhere around here, the 180 mark, probably going to go back down. Could potentially see a swipe down to 150. Very unlikely right now, in my opinion. But if Bitcoin keeps dumping, that could happen. That could happen, which would be a pretty good buy opportunity. I don't actually think we revisit this. This is just too low for me. I think we need to see at least some price action here, and then we can analyze whether we're going to go back down to here. I think that's probably the lowest we can go short term on Solana, but I don't even think it breaks this. I don't actually. I'm pretty bullish on it. Let's see. Why don't I do a little retracement, fib retracement on the Solana gods, Solana charts. So swing low to. Oh my God, this isn't even the retracement tool. What are you doing? What are you doing? I need to get some more sleep is what I'm doing. Okay, so here, let's see that. So we're bouncing off the 0.5, and yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. If we can hold this range, it is looking pretty good. The next level would actually be the 172. So if you're looking for actual retracement levels, this is probably better in the Gulf than what I was eyeballing before, 172, which also matches with this EMA. So yeah, if this fails, 172. If this fails, potentially need to reanalyze whether we are still in a bullish uptrend by then. But I do think this will definitely hold. If this doesn't, I don't actually see it breaking any down further, because the next target would be 147, achievable, potentially a wick down there. I don't think we stick around there for too long, unless Bitcoin does take another massive dump polar, which probably shouldn't happen, because we got a bull moon, guys. Yeah, so that's my analysis on Solana. Salami. Salami. Oh my God, this microphone's slapping me in the face. What are you doing, mate? I just got slapped in the face by a microphone. Okay, CRO token. Let's go look at CRO. I'm going to do a review on this token, so we may as well go look at it. I'm just going to speed things up because we are taking so bloody long right now. CRO token, we can just be real quick. USDT. So I need to wrap this up, guys. I need to go to the gym. Need to go out, get some Korean barbecue tonight. What are we doing, CRO? Why do we keep mooning? Why do we keep naming stadiums after you? What is the purpose? So CRO tokens, man, it's hectic. I was using their card and they were giving me 2% cash back. I liked free CRO, so it's looking pretty strong. I think we're definitely getting towards the toppy region in the short term for this token. It's been pumping hella hard. I don't know why this chart is so short. Can I even get a 50 EMA from you, mate? How am I supposed to even analyze this without a 50 EMA? There you go. Okay. Well, you can always trust KuCoin to have coins listed for yonks. Anyways, yeah, so look, we've been traveling pretty damn hard. It's a lot harder to tell the other chart with no lines at all. And where can we possibly retrace to? So I think this may be one of the last swipes up in the short term that we get. Potentially go and recover that wick or slightly break it, but I think we are temporarily going to top out here for CRO and probably retrace. We've actually held this 50-cent zone pretty strongly, but it looks like we want to at least go sideways or do a little downwards pattern like we see in Loopring and Kadena and continue to pump. So we want to see some retrace closer to this 50 EMA. Are we going to go hit this? At this stage, doesn't seem likely. At this stage, look, we need to hit 52 cents, break that, and then we need to hit 45 cents and break that. And if we can convincingly break 45 cents, then yes, potentially we can go down to 30 cents. But otherwise, I'll be looking for probably a bounce at this 13 EMA. I don't even know what I was saying just then. I was just blabbering. And if you look at the historical price action, we haven't actually broken this yet. So, the trend is your friend. I think we could potentially see a revisit of last week's high. Probably sooner rather than later, and then we can go onwards and upwards if we are to continue this trend. So this is where you need to be careful of if you want to pick up CRO. I think this could be potentially good little spot to get in, and this could happen within this month. I think this pullback will happen, and then we'll get some continuation into December, some moon-like continuation. If they keep buying stadiums, we will get moon-like continuation. They can buy the Sydney Olympic Stadium and call it the CRO Olympic Stadium. For you guys who don't know, they recently named the Staples Center the Crypto.com Center, which is the dumbest name ever. But the news is bullish, guys. I don't know what to say about that, but it's at least their brands out there, and they also sponsor the UFC. Like, you'll see a lot of UFC shirts with Crypto.com on there, so they've got their marketing on point. Anyways, moving on. We don't have time. We don't have all day. Okay, so we're gonna look at Matic, automatic, semi-automatic, problematic. I can't find it. That's what's problematic. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so for Matic on the daily, we actually don't have much of this coin. I bought a couple at the top just for fun. Yeah, no, this is the first I've actually seen this chart. But this was requested from Jaden from our Crypto Newbies Facebook group, which the link's in the description if you guys want to join and ask any questions or just post memes, or definitely not shill any crap coins. Please do not do that in my group. Anyways, yeah. Let's have a look. So we broke the 21, we broke the 50, and now we're testing the 88, I believe. Is that the 88? So it looks like we're holding this point here, and we might see some sideways consolidation. So we need to hold this zone. Invalidation would be around the $1.44 mark. If we get a close under there, we're looking pretty wrecked, guys. We're looking pretty wrecked, and potentially we could see the next level at the 122 just based on this chart. Just a quick eyeball. I obviously don't look at this chart every day, so you need to do your own research, but this is what I'm seeing. So let me find it on this one to get some clearer levels. Matic, automatic. Why are you getting so wrecked, Matic? So yeah, so we're at the 50 EMA, which is to be expected. That's usually where the retraces go to on the daily. But you might notice for some of those bullish altcoins like Kadena and Loopring, we're nowhere near the 50 EMA because they're super bullish, and those ones that are holding super well are very likely going to moon when Bitcoin and Ethereum start pumping again. Now, this one is not as bullish, but I mean, like, recently it has been getting quite decent pumps. So we did get nice pump, retrace, hella retrace. But this was the May dump, so as expected, everything dumped, and we are slowly making our way back to the all-time high. So I do expect this to be the trend. If you actually zoom out, look at it from a hodler's perspective, this yellow line is going to hold. So this is the 200-day moving average, and look, if this holds, great. We're going to see a bounce probably there, and you can see there's a little bit of liquidity here all the way down to 128. So if this zone, as I said before, doesn't hold the 140 to 150 range, then we're going to go down to the 120, most likely see a bounce there, and that will be our swing low, and then we can do a fib extension to see how high we go, but probably somewhere up. Yeah, basically we might just go to the previous all-time highs from there. So this is kind of the action we'll probably be looking at for Matic. So yeah, it's looking pretty good in the short term for this upwards channel that we are working in. And yeah, I think we will see a bounce probably within the next week or two, I would say, when we finally solidify the low, whether it's here or down here. I think more likely down here, but if Bitcoin starts reversing, we could easily see the low just come in there just above the yellow line. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Jaden, you're safe for that one. Now you want me to look at Shiba Satoshi. Okay, let's have a look. How do you even find a Shiba Satoshi? Is this chart even available? Is Shiba Saw? What is this? Shiba Satoshi. Shiba Satoshi. I can't find Shiba Satoshi, guys. Jaden, I'm sorry. We're just gonna look at Shiba Inu because I don't even know where your Shiba Satoshi token could be. I don't even know what it is. But I was asked generally what do I think. Fundamentally, from out of principle, I tend not to invest into a lot of meme coins other than Shiba itself. I think it's the only meme coin I invested in, and thank God I was profitable. Let's have a look at Shiba Inu and see who got wrecked. Who got wrecked? Did you get wrecked on Shiba Inu, or did you buy down here? I personally bought. I bought there, and then I bought here again. Then I sold a bit there, but I'm still holding half. So I am still having a bit of FOMO. But look, this is a strong retrace back to the daily. This was quite clearly at the top. We had a green candle, red candle formation. This is a two weeks to the upside. Could not break price significantly higher, and we come back down. So 0. Whatever, let's just go 0.9. I'm not going to say all those zeros. Is the top, and we're currently at 487. So we need to hold the daily 50 EMA, just like with some of the other coins. This one is obviously a bit weaker than something like Kadena or Loopring, who aren't even close to their EMAs. But look, if this holds, great, happy days. We can expect another continuation move to the upside, or at least back to the all-time highs, in which case you might want to take profit if you haven't already. But yeah, this is looking pretty good for a bounce if we can hold this particular zone here. I won't look at the small time frame because it'll be here all day, and I'm already rambling, guys. So I'd like to give you some more solid in-depth analysis on small time frames, but honestly it'll just take too long and this video will be blown out of proportion. Look, if this zone doesn't hold, we could potentially see the 3.6 or all the way down to the 2.7. Now the 2.7 absolutely must hold, otherwise you are looking at some kind of wreckage all the way back down. Alright, so these are the levels to watch for. Now let's go look at the old Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is what everyone's been waiting for, really. So the Bitcoin and Ethereum update. Here we go. Sorry, Edward, I'm stealing your spot. I'm stealing your sunshine. Actually, I need to hit the vape for a sec. I don't hit the vape on screen because who knows? YouTube might say I'm trying to sell tobacco products or something. I don't know. You never know what they'll demonetize you for or whatever crap they'll pull. Anyways, so look at this. This is a bull moon, guys. This is a bull moon. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the ultimate bull moon. No. Look, I don't know if you believe in the moon charts or whatever, but the accuracy rate has been around 80 to 90%. So it's something it's just one of those macro indicators that you can kind of look at for some kind of confluence. Right? I wouldn't put too much weight on it, but if you're generally bullish and think this is going to bounce and based on a fib or something, and the bull moon confirms it, then go all in. Please don't go all in, guys. Trade responsibly, invest responsibly. This is not financial advice. USDT, do your own research. We'll look at Coinbase. We'll look at the Coinbase chart. BTC, USDT, Coinbase. Come on, give it to me. Here we go. Coinbase. So, itty bitty. What are we doing? We are going to draw a fib retracement. We are bouncing off the 0.5 from memory. So, here we go. Bouncing out to 0.5. Haven't quite reached there. So, I've watched a lot of other YouTubers in there and traders with their price analysis. Now, look, this could potentially be the swing low. Is it confirmed? Not yet, and plus it's in the middle of the weekend, so we could still see some sideways wiki wacky washy action. Now, when do I actually think we're going to break back up? Because that is my bias, and I'll explain to you why. So yeah, I actually think we're going to be wicking and whacking around here for at least till Sunday, and potentially have a break back either on Monday, end of Sunday, or midweek Thursday for the reversal. Yeah, because usually crypto will reverse on either Wednesday or Thursday in the midweek, as the market maker likes to move in that particular day, because that is the middle of the week, the middle of the trading week anyway. So we've drawn this. So yeah, look, we are bouncing off this 55 EMA, and this is within the region of around 55,000 to 54,000. Now, this zone really should hold. We may see some wicks down below, but I don't really see us going down to this level. I don't really see us going down to the $50,000 level. It's a potential. There's people calling for 52K as some potential psychological zone where Bitcoin can go down to for some for a temporary low. I just started rambling there. But I tend to think this might actually be the low. We probably will get another little swipe down, as you can see with our previous lows at what we've done. Look at this. We get a couple little swipes. We could potentially see this pattern, which was at the 40,000 mark, which caused a lot of fear when we dumped from, and I believe this was the El Salvador dump. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but this was the El Salvador dumpola that wrecked everyone and allowed El Salvador, a whole nation, to buy the dip. And that's bullish for them. But yeah, look, I have been buying the dip, guys. My general bias is towards the upside. We are still within the daily not the daily uptrend. If you can, we have broken a lower low here based on these lows. So, but we are still in the weekly uptrend. Yes, we are. Look, we're still. This is not the best chart to look at it, but we're still in a weekly uptrend, guys. Okay, that's my point. My point is that, but we will still be looking pretty bullish still. Like, we are just looking for a swing low, basically. That's all we're looking for. We're looking for a swing low, like we were looking for one here, and this is just a retrace before what I would be looking at, which is the massive pump. So this would be, I think this is the last retrace before the massive pump that we will see in December, potentially January, that could push us to anywhere between 80k to 100k. I think that's a perfectly valid estimation based on other various models like stock to flow, Fibonacci extension levels. I won't do that now because it's just going to take too long. Let's just look at Bitcoin on the daily so we can kind of see where Bitcoin potentially could go. So look, Bitcoin has a little bit of a gap here that we haven't actually got. So this is why Bitcoin can potentially go to 52k. So we're not going to rule that out, but until this level breaks, which is your EMA, until this range of level breaks, the 54k mark, I have no reason to think that it's going to go down further. So people asking when is the dip going to be over? I think pretty soon. I think, as I predicted, probably either between, I realistically think anywhere between Monday to Thursday we were going to see a reversal and start heading back up. But in the meantime, we may see this wiki and washy action. So look, this was in a period of about a week, so we could potentially spend about a week there. So I mean, that's what you're looking at. These patterns do they do replay themselves, and you can see, look at this, red, pink, W formation on the daily. Are we going to see a retrace to the EMA we have? Are we going to go reject? If we reject, are we going to hold this zone? And if we do, should we move back up and break it and see some strong volume back up and recover all this liquidity up here? I think that is the likely scenario. So that's why I don't think I'm leaning less towards a Sunday or Monday night break. Like, a V-shaped recovery is pretty rare in this market. I think, especially in this zone, I think we stay here for a little while, not too long, just a couple days, and we move ourselves onwards and upwards. Obviously, this will be invalidated if we break this zone, and then we need to see the pattern form at the 52k level. If we break this zone, we're looking pretty wrecked. We could potentially wick down. I mean, look, you can't rule out the wicks. They could potentially wick all the way down here, and it would still possibly remain bullish on the weekly. So look, you would, you could, if you're a hodler, look, for the hodlers, we could wick all the way down to 43k, and you could still be Like, we wouldn't even be breaking the 40k like swing low that we've got there. So look, you're probably much more likely to see a bounce way before then. But I'm just saying, worst case scenario, that is still gonna be bullish for you guys who are holding Bitcoin. And in that rate, I'll be accumulating like a madman. Like, I'm already accumulating. I accumulated this whole way down. I've accumulated here. If we see 52k, you better believe I have limit orders down here to buy the effing dip. Yeah, so that is my analysis of Bitcoin. Let's just quickly do Ethereum, and then we can wrap the stream up. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions of coin reviews and whatnot, price predictions, market updates, put the add a comment into the description, and I'll get back to you guys. We try to reply to everyone here, so yeah. Keep growing the family. That's basically what we're doing, the crypto fam bam, so everyone can enjoy the crypto life. Now, I've only got 10 minutes left from this phone, so I need to actually wrap this up. I've got to stop blabbering. Okay, I'll just jump on the Binance chart, whatever. This is the first chart I found on ETH. Let's go have a look at ETH. So ETH on the daily is looking a lot stronger than Bitcoin. It held a lot stronger than Bitcoin. Pretty sure Bitcoin broke its daily EMA. Okay, yeah, look, we bounced back a lot stronger. That was what I meant to say. And where can we go? Where can we expect to go? So again, look, if we look like we could potentially be holding this range, or at least ranging within this the band of the Bollinger Band of the EMA, the 50 EMA. So if we can have any closes above this particular zone, we're looking pretty good. I think my brother's drawn this pool of liquidity, but look, we've already reclaimed it, so I don't put too much weight into this. Obviously, there is a little bit of support there, so yeah, we could potentially go break that. But like, if we're looking like for how low Ethereum can go, if this particular zone gets invalidated, then I mean, I've got buy orders all the way from 3.7 to 3.5. That's 3.5 is like, this region here is about the lowest I think Ethereum is going to go. Potentially wick down here, bounce off this 200 EMA moving and 200 moving average. This will be very bullish, and this will very much be confluated, if that's even a word, by the higher term time frame trends. So for the hodlers, we can expect at least a bounce here and more continuation. If this thing breaks, then we are going to go for a wrecked dumb polar trip down to God knows where, probably down to there. So yeah, that's where we're looking. Is this going to happen? Very unlikely. Very unlikely this move is going to happen down to, yeah, I wouldn't entertain this move until we can even break this zone. So I think more or less, if we hold this zone onwards and upwards, same as with Bitcoin, we need to wait for the consolidation to happen in this area like it did here. A couple days, move back up. And then this can be established as our swing low, and we can start projecting how high it will go. Probably new all-time high, if we're favoring the same thing as Ethereum as we are for Bitcoin. And that is my general bias. So yeah, I would say that is what I'm looking for Ethereum. I'm not going to go into too much detail because we're running out of time. Guys, we're running out of time. It's been like 40 minutes. Oh my God. How did I talk for so long? Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.